Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob. Today is Wednesday, July 9th. Wow, what a fantastic day or I should say a fantastic beginning of the week for trading. Um, Took five signals already leading up until today, and 5 for 5 on the winners on all of the signals. Got a super signal that hit, and four awesome trades. Monday was just absolutely on fire. So, and hopefully, let me just pull up the ES here real quick. Let me just blow this up because remember that tradable level that I gave you, 62.49 on Sunday? Uh, Maybe about 2 points of drawdown here to get you almost 60, 65 points. Not bad. Pretty damn good tradable level there. We'll go over some of the updates on the weekly bands, any new tradable levels that I have, and show you guys results of all of the signals from this week coming up right after the intro. As always, nothing that I state on my channel is financial advice. Trading futures or any type of trading is risky business. Any capital that is put out there is at risk for loss. All right, so yeah, this as I stated in the intro, the week has been just absolutely fantastic. If you remember, if you go back to my video on Sunday, I actually said based on how price action last week for me personally was just not great. Not that I had losing trades, I just didn't have volume. Really wasn't leaving the clues. The movement wasn't there, but finally we started having some pretty decent moves to the upside, to the down, and those moves that start to um, break big market levels and big market bands that I have drawn out. When they start making moves from they leave these volume pockets, and that those volume pockets is what I trade, and that is what I am obviously looking for in the marketplace. So super happy how price action has been responding here the last couple of days. If we go into, so video would have ended off, I'm sorry, my update for this week would have been July 6th, which was Sunday. So price action was hovering right around here. Again, gave you guys this new weekly band from the 62.71 down to the 62.35. Obviously had a very hard time getting through there. Got a good reaction to the upside. No, not a super strong coincidence that one of my super signals, which is a much bigger trade, hit in this ballpark as well. But more importantly, this tradable level that I keep talking about, these tradable levels, these are all scalpable. I mean, they are definitely going to get you some really good reactions into the market, and it's all based on this guy right over here, volume. So it's first couple of years I kept hearing volume in trading, and one thing I will say is that a lot of the traders that I have picked up on that seem to be like successful traders, all of them have volume profile, and it's that important. Um, it's not the easiest thing to pick up right off the bat, but if you study volume profile, combine it with strong levels, it is an absolute winning strategy. It's, I mean, I can't. I'm putting these videos out and I'm putting these signals out, and you guys see the results. You see the drawdown, the minimal amount of drawdown that I keep going over every single video is a testament to volume profile. It's an area I'm looking for, that little wedge that separates my entry to my stop loss. And I would like to see a free flow to my take profit 1 and my take profit 2. So as far as the weekly bands and the new tradable levels, I don't have much on the ES. We kind of went through all of the juicy trades in the last couple of days on the ES. Could possibly make a justification for a band in this area here, but very low volume up here, and just not an area where I can see a big reaction to yet. We're either going to blow through this guy, or we might come back down here and rebalance. Specifically, actually this guy. This guy right here, I even have him with a triangle, 61.44 to 61.08. You're going to get a strong reaction if the market gets down to that. We've got a tradable level at 62.03 that remains on the ES. I'm very, very excited for the market, obviously, to get back down to that area. That's definitely a good scalpable area. And then obviously the tradable level that I left you guys with on Sunday, 62.49, just had a fantastic reaction to that. Let's just see. Where's the ruler? Oh, it's up here. All right, let's just see what this guy. Well, first of all, drawdown here, 62.49. Maybe three points of drawdown here in total. And it's kind of funny because I'll show you guys one of my signals that I took from exactly this trade, which is actually pretty funny. Let's see. 65.5 points was the reaction off that tradable level that I left you guys with there on Sunday. So could we see another reaction here at this 62.49? Yes. But each touch after the first initial touch starts to lose. It's already started to eat some of this volume. But as you can see, there's a fat piece of meat right here in the volume profile. So I wouldn't be surprised if we still have a hard time getting through this level once again once we get down there. So just remember 62.03 and a pretty damn strong area right here, 61.44 down to 61.08. And we do have some updates on the NQ. So the NQ, let's see, let's go to July 6th. So I left you guys somewhere in here. I remember I gave you guys a level above it, and excuse me, and I gave you a level below, a tradable level below it. Obviously, we had a really good reaction to the 22,867 the first time we tapped into it. And then as you can see, we had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours of it just constantly tapping into this level at the 22,867. And it's not by coincidence. It was a very, very strong level as well. Now, the level that I got, well, I didn't take a loss on because I still couldn't find a very, very good confirmation scalp here at that 23,035 number. It did give you, I think it was about 11 or, let's say 11 or 12 points of a reaction at the first touch here. But this was here early this morning, which just had a huge pump to the upside. And even this level couldn't contain it. The weekly band definitely did. I mean, that's an absolute fantastic reaction to this upper band here from the 23.0104 to the 23.035. So as far as some updates for Thursday and Friday of this week, I'd like to make an update to this band right here. And this band is going to now sit at the 22,925 down to the 22,843. Okay, so that's going to be, just make that adjustment for this band. This is now where the bulk of the volume, the bulk of the reaction that we're going to see is now going to be contained within this band. And we also have a new tradable level that is going to sit right around here. And That one is going to be at the 22,998. So below where price action currently sits. I think I can delete this guy without it affecting. Good. So again, new tradable level at the 22,998. Yeah, this one's going to be a tough one. This tradable level down here, the 22,867, this has already been chewed through pretty damn much. And then that's pretty much all I have on the NQ as of right now for Thursday and Friday. Obviously, on Sunday, I will update both of the charts with any new tradable levels and new weekly bands that I have. And then now let's just jump in really quick to the trades that I did take this week, which was plentiful. On Monday, 7:53, called out a setup on the NQ to go long at the 22,943. To take profits, clearly defined stop loss, and once again, very minimal drawdown. Hits entry, goes straight to take profit 1 and 2. That was the first trade. Very nice win here on TP1 and TP2. Same day, called out a long at the 22,867 on the NQ. Hit our entry. No drawdown. I mean, maybe a point of drawdown on the NQ. Shot right back to take profit 1 and take profit 2. Now this one, this is the funnest one that I see. So I had given out a signal to take a long on the ES at the 62. Let's see, was it 62.47.75? Okay, to kind of coincide with the tradable level that I gave everybody on Sunday. As I started to refine my entry, I was obviously keeping a very close tab on volume and what the clues that were left with volume. And I then said, I'm really trying to sniper the entry here. The best entry price, now remember, my signal was at 62.47.75. That was my signal. And a few hours before the trade, I made the adjustment and I actually brought my entry down to where I put my little, where I have my little arrow here, which was closer to the 62.46.50. The only issue I had with refining my entry, I knew it was going to be a sniper entry. I knew that I was going to get the reaction, and I knew that I was going to get my take profit 1 and take profit 2. But my only concern that I had with making this adjustment was that I ran the risk of missing the trade by a point or two on the signal entry. Because my original thought process was the reaction would be at the 62.47. But after price action left the area, I really started to kind of refine the volume profile, and that's what made me choose the updated entry at 62.46.50. And the result of that trade, obviously a lot of people pretty damn happy about this one. That was the new updated entry, 62.46.50. Again, very little drawdown. Now, would this trade have won? Oh, here's another thing. I left my TP1 and my TP2 the same place. I had no reason to change my take profit 1 and my take profit 2. Based on volume profile, I knew that that's a relatively easy area for the market to get to before tapping into my stop loss. So didn't make an adjustment on TP1 and TP2, so actually bettered my risk to reward on this trade by dropping this down to the 62.46. Granted, the original entry would have worked perfectly fine, but updated the signal. I think it was a few hours prior to the trade, even price action coming down to it. But as you can see, I don't know, maybe a point of drawdown. I don't even think it was a point of drawdown before hitting my TP and my TP1 and TP2. So again, we're on trade 2 for Monday. And then trade 3 comes in, and this was my super signal. Now, as you guys know, the super signals are much bigger trades. These are set it and forget it trades. There's really nothing that invalidates my super signals. And these are limit bracket orders that you can set. Very, very easy way to trade, much bigger. So let's see. This one was, well, let me describe the trade. I call out an entry on the ES at 62.59. My take profit was 62.88. My stop loss was 62.34. Now all my super signals come with a positive risk to reward. And tapped in. I'm okay with some drawdown on my super signals. I've said this many times. I'm okay with a lower win rate on this, but it makes up for the better risk to reward ratios that are on the super signals. So it all kind of evens out to be a very nice trade. And if you can see, we actually tapped into the entry with very little drawdown and actually almost came to our full take profit. I think I was maybe 7 points from our TP. This trade was, I want to say, close to 30. Yeah, it was close to 30, 29 points or 30 points of my take profit. So you can see that the reaction was exactly what I was looking for. I mean, we still got the entry, went all the way up very close to my TP, came right back down, came into some drawdown, and ultimately did take full TP on that trade. So that was the third trade of Monday. And this one, but there was a fourth one here. I swear, I think there was a fourth one here. So this one was here today. Yeah, there was 2 today. So had a entry to go short on the NQ at the 23.035. Sorry that it's in blue here. It's kind of hard to see where the entry price is at. But you can see the entry right here on this label, 23.035.75. So, I mean, I get very detailed on my entry and detailed on my TP and my TP2. This one only was able to get to TP1, did not get to TP2. A little bit more drawdown that I would like to see. If you guys remember, this was it was right after the market opened, and this was that big move to the upside, and I was still able to capture, I think I took 2 contracts on this trade on the NQ and was still able to capture a pretty good amount right at TP1. So that was the fourth trade there. And and then this trade. So I had another signal. Let me show it to you on the ES, because on the ES this is what happened to me personally. So I had it called out a long at the 62.74.25. The signal was given a few days ago, and you can see here that we swept TP2, TP1. This was about a 1.75. Let's just call it 2 points away from the entry, and then we got the strong reaction to the upside. So once I get the strong reaction to the upside so damn close to my entry, that's technically how I invalidate my signals. If any of the signals get invalidated, all my members already know what I'm looking for, which was pretty much this. Now, the interesting part about it was if on the MES, so the micro version of the contract, it actually did, and some people on our signal service took full take profit 1 and take profit 2 on that trade. Unfortunately, I didn't because I was trading on the ES. So this never triggered. But on the MES, it triggered right at the 62.74.25. So the setup was correct. Very little drawdown. We just got a little unfortunate that the ES didn't follow through all the way down for that extra point. I think it was like 6 ticks or something like that. Yeah, that's what I said here. Chart of the same setup on the ES, missed entry by 6 ticks, swept both TP1 and TP2. So again, a busy week, a great, fantastic Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Looking forward to seeing what Thursday and Friday here provide. And again, if you're wanting to learn a little bit more about the strategy, there's 2 videos in the description below. One describes how I come up with my levels each and every day, and 2, how to incorporate volume profile, and 3, join the Discord. There's a bunch of information that's on there. All my strategies are on there. Obviously, I'm on there. It's free, and I think that you get a ton of value from it. So that's all I got for you. Hopefully, you guys have a fantastic rest of the week here trading, and I'll look out for my video on Sunday. Take care, everyone.